Hello Aries, welcome to the channel. This is Asnointia here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. So this is a general love reading, and I'll be looking into the feelings and emotions of the person that you're connecting with on a romantic level. What it is that they're feeling and thinking towards you currently. The deck that I'm using is the Goddess Oracle deck by Amy Sophia Marashinsky. So some of you might have been in a relationship, could be current or in the past. Could also be in a situationship, or you simply could have been exchanging glances for a very long time. And you know there's something special there, but no one's saying anything. So my way of reading, for those of you who are new, is just slightly different. I don't actually channel through any spirit guides. I never have. I do have the ability of getting the answers that I need through my higher intuitive self, which is the state that I usually am in 24/7. Okay, interesting. Yikes, this entire row. It's got issues. Wow. So, Aries. This is your person of interest, what they're feeling right now. But this can also be you. I say it because of two specific cards, grief and crisis. So you also may be feeling this too. So this feeling could be reversed. It could be that the both of you are feeling this because this is very intense. The reason why the both of you could be is because we do mirror the other person. We do pick up on their energy. I have done, for example, career readings where the majority of the cards were coming up as love because the person could not stop thinking about their person of interest. And so it was actually causing problems in their career. So you see, it's a very strong kind of emotion that brings in a lot of energy. So we have here hearth and home, beauty, creativity, centering, grief, illusion, crisis, doubt, and then we have relationship. Under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme. I'm going to express to you what it is that your person of interest is feeling towards you currently. My dear Aries, I do feel that in this connection, I have found someone who I can call my own. I feel as though you're like family. I realize this, that you have this way of providing unconditional love. Whenever I have been cold, you have been able to keep me warm. And whenever I have been lost, you have been that guiding light. And still sometimes I treat you badly, poorly. Because in my heart and my mind, I know you'll always be there. Is that arrogant of me? Yes. But I do feel that wherever you are, that is where my home is. In you I have found a confidant, someone I could talk to, someone I could trust and not fear that you're going to judge me. I also feel a sense of beauty about you. You are so beautiful, not only on the outside but on the inside as well. Your charm, your talents, your charisma, everything about you is beautiful. I do feel in this connection there is a sense of sunshine that radiates, and all the goodness in the world is attracted towards you. You make me see who I truly am, and I judge myself now because of that. I don't know if I'm good enough for you. There's a part of me that wants to create something with you, something that'll be long-lasting for the world to see, something that'll be sweet and strong, a web of love I would like to weave, where you will be the center of my world. But when push comes to shove, would an argument or a disagreement break this web? Because it is still so fragile. Knowing that I have you in my life, it has changed a few things. I do feel the sense of being centered, wanting to be an individual who has this feeling of groundedness. I feel grounded because of you. I feel that we are both the yin and the yang. If I'm the moon, you are the sun. All of these feelings that I feel, they are true, and they are spiritual in nature. But I do grieve, and I do regret what I did, and the way that I did it. There is sadness and remorse. The actions that I've taken, the things that I should have said that I never did, the things that I could have done but I just never did them. I feel embarrassed, and I hide from the truth because now I feel like I've lost you forever. Once you were a bright star in the darkest of skies, and now that star is fading, and I'm afraid that you are fading. I also feel that in this connection, I hide behind a false veil, behind a false mask. And I hide because I do not want to talk about the truth. I hide because I'm in denial. I cannot face the truth. Right now, I do feel that I am in a crisis. I am overwhelmed with the feelings and emotions that I've discovered that I have for you. I need time to sort these out, because if I don't, I will lose my mind. There's a lot of feelings of mental anguish, frustration, and impatience in my mind. And I am feeling simply overwhelmed, but I need time to sort these emotions out so that I can actually make a decision. Why don't I make a decision? Because of this specifically. I also have doubt that this connection might even work out. Everything that I have said and done, the things that you and I have gone through, I wonder sometimes, is it all worth it? Should we be together? Or should I keep hiding? Because I'm overwhelmed. I'm not sure. All I know is that I want to create something with you because you are a beautiful human being. And I feel at home with you. Many moons, many nights have gone by when I've lied awake in bed thinking about us, the people that are surrounding you, and how I'd like to be one of them, feeling that envy, but knowing that I don't have a choice. I have to keep my distance to some degree. But do I want something long-term with you? Yes, I do. I want prosperity with you and growth. I see the way you are with others, and I like what I see. And I hope someday you and I can be together. All right, Aries. These are very light and fluffy cards. These were not very dense. But I feel that this person already knows what they want from you, but right now they are quite overwhelmed. They're hiding their true feelings, and they're just living in grief. Because they doubt, even if they were to work things through, is it going to work out for them with you? They're having these doubts. Typically in a reading like this, you would have had the challenge card too. You don't have that here, but doubt would mean that it is a challenging situation because they don't know whether this is going to work out or not. So there are feelings of being overwhelmed to the point where you may wonder, why is this person not making up their mind? Why has a decision not been made yet? Well, if their mind is completely overwhelmed, and if they can't make sense of what's going on, they are going to take their time and try to do the right thing by making the right decision, but they can't do that if they rush into it, and that's the whole issue here. With the crisis card, it's mental anguish. It's a lot of things going on in their mind all at once, and they don't know how to settle things down. Sometimes because it is the first time that they are experiencing something so different and unique. All right. Let's have a look. All right. Let's have a look at the Lover's Path Tarot to see what it is that may have caused the problem in the first place. We have the Princess of Staves and the Four of Staves. Okay. The Princess of Staves here, it does talk about how there's a sense of new ideas, or ideas that could have been there, but they never really got off the ground. Now I am reading the reverse. There was a lack of communication, and even the enthusiasm that once existed started to fade. Here it talks about important communication, the need to listen and to inspire. This talks about an inexperienced person, even a young person, who may be very passionate but not very experienced. So this card indicates, Aries, your person of interest, that they have a lot of passion. However, they are very inexperienced when it comes to relationships, love, or even physical intimacy. We also have here the Four of Staves. The Four of Staves here talks about stability, creating a home, and closure. However, we are reading the reverse. So now this is a lack of stability that they are feeling. Before they felt stability, but now they feel a lack of it. They do not want to create a home. At the time, they did not want that. And they did not want to have a sense of closure. Now, the key thing with closure is, imagine a door, and the person leaves from the door, but they don't shut the door. It's left a little open, right? A little ajar. And so what happens is, the reason why they didn't close it is because they might come back in one day. Isn't that clever? That's why when somebody doesn't give you closure, it's because they don't want to solidify that this is completely over. The majority of the time I have seen. So we have here the Four of Staves. Here it talks about wanting stability, but having frustration. Wanting to close an unstable situation. Having possible problems with marriage or even domestic partnership. And frustrations or disappointments at home. So this person that you are connecting with, Aries, was having issues at home with their family, maybe their friends, maybe their lifestyle, whatever was happening. Whatever was happening was not allowing the both of you to come together. It was creating a hindrance. It was creating a problem. So that's where this is coming from. There is an issue here. And the issue, this is a very passionate connection. I'm seeing the both of you really want to be very intimate. I'm seeing that here. You miss each other so much. Both of you do, actually. You miss, some of you that have been intimate, you both want to be very intimate again. And there's so much passion. It's like you cannot live without each other, I'm seeing. And some of you that have not been with this person on a physical level, there are these fantasies and this desire that you have. Now, all of this is fine and dandy, but what's keeping you apart are problems that's occurring in this person's life, personal life, and their domestic life at home. For a tiny portion of you, could be a third-party situation, which is why there's an issue at home. For others of you, it's simply the fact that maybe they were born and raised in a very different type of environment. Their thought regarding a connection is different versus what they feel at home and their parents and their society versus what you want. And then we also have here with the Princess of Staves, this is somebody who is very passionate. They do want a lot of things in life and even through the connection. However, there was that key word, inexperienced, and sometimes even acting in a rash kind of way because they don't know any better. So these are certain things that occurred in this connection when things started to go downhill. It was because of lack of a lack of maturity and experience. And the other here is the lack of wanting commitment, the lack of closure, the lack of stability. That is also something that caused the problem in the first place. But what was the root cause of them not being stable? It is because there was disappointments in the home. And where there's a happy home, things will flourish, things will bloom. Where there is not a happy home, things will wither and fall and break and crack. They will be incomplete, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. So a nurturing environment is truly very important in any, I was going to say in any lifetime, because I do past life readings, in your lifetime. Okay. We have here the Beginner's Tarot deck. So I'm going to be looking into any actions, any plans, any intentions this individual may have towards you. All right, we have here the Six of Pentacles. Then we have the Five of Pentacles. Wow. Two of Cups. Very nice. Followed by the World card. Okay. So there's no doubt about it. There is a bit of a crisis in this person's heart and mind. They want to get over what this entire situation is all about. Things have been bothering them, and it's time to move on. That's what this card talks about, moving on. With the Eight of Cups, this is the overall arching theme. This individual is pretty ticked off. They want things to be different. They don't want things to be the same. They want to move on from the way the situation is. This is the overall arching theme. Now here with the Six of Pentacles, it does talk about how this person has made up their mind, what they want. They want to be a better person for you. So they have chosen you. They do want to work on this connection. Now we also have here the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles here talks about how in this connection there is this feeling of rejection. Now, here's the key. Sometimes what happens is even if this person is ignoring you, they somehow feel as if they are the victim. If you were to chase them, they will not like that. If you don't chase them, they will not like that. Where does that leave you? Just don't communicate with them. So right now, they themselves, they're not in a good state of mind. They're feeling rejected, neglected. They don't feel as if they're worth anything, really. They don't really feel as if they're good enough for you. But then what happens is this change occurs in their mindset. They realize that there is love, a lot of love. And this love is a spiritual love with the Two of Cups. They denied it before because you did have the Four of Staffs before in the reverse, so they were in denial that it was a spiritual connection, but now they realize this is a spiritual connection, Aries. You both could possibly be twin flames or soulmates. Could also be karmic partner. With the Two of Cups, it does talk about a sense of forgiveness between the both of you. There is forgiveness. There is a sense of love, compassion, sharing this love and coming to this union, having a reunion, and moving forward. But it's just a recognition of love and forgiveness. Now, why are they doing this? The reason why, Aries, is because of the World card. They feel here with the Five of Pentacles very much left out, very far from you, far out in the cold. Then they want to come close to you. Why? Because of the World card, to make things closer. You are worlds apart, physically and emotionally. And so this person does want to be that individual who can be there for you. They want to be close to you because the distance is breaking their heart. They no longer want to be distant from you. They cannot tolerate this. They don't want to tolerate this. They don't have to tolerate this. This is something that they have experienced and realized. It's something that they don't want to deal with going forward. They want to be with you. And this is why you have here the Eight of Cups under the bottom of the deck. The overall arching theme. They just want to move away from this type of problem that they're facing. So it was an issue before. It appeared to be a them problem. And with this card, the Eight of Cups, this individual is going to retreat and become a little bit of a hermit. But they will have more of a spiritual awakening and a realization what they truly want. And that is when this Two of Cups comes into play. So after they go up this hill, they become at some point in time a hermit. And they think, and they keep thinking, of a strategy, of the reasons why they do what they did. Why do they continue? How can they stop it? How can they make things better? So there's a lot of self-reflection this person is going to do. That also means that you need to give them their space. That's a common theme I have noticed here, to give an individual their space. So do I see any action cards here? I do see one action card right here, and actually here, Six of Pentacles, and the Two of Cups. Perfect cards where there is an initiation, a desire to move forward, to at least talk with another individual. Here, there's just a realization on their own part. Here, there's an intention with the World card, realizing and understanding that you are worlds apart and they want to close that gap. This is an action card. However, it's an action for themselves on their own. This is them helping themselves. This is them with you, as well as this card. So yes, there is going to be some type of good news coming. Just going to do a quick prayer. All right. So these messages are brought to you by Archangels Michael, Raphael, and Gabriel in regards to your situation here. Interesting. Trust, wait, let go. that we have here within the next few months. So things will change, but it's going to take a few months. Remember, this is a general love reading, guys. You know that. It's not private, so you know not everything is going to resonate with you, and not everything I say is going to happen. All right. A lot of information here. So here it talks about trust in the divine. With this particular deck, and with the way I work, I deal with the Christ consciousness and the source. So do trust in the Christ consciousness, do trust in the divine, that things will work out the way that you want. But time and patience is a virtue, right? So it does say here, wait. Even though you trust, you still have the card, wait. So things will not turn out the way that you want them as soon as you want them to be. They are saying here to let go. Now I know that's hard for you, and you may wonder, oh, am I supposed to let go? Like stop loving this person? No, we can hardly stop loving the person. That happens after many years, months. But letting go, this talks about do not communicate with this person, right? If you know that their birthday is coming up, if they have ghosted you, okay, this is for those of you, if this person has ghosted you. If you know their birthday is coming up, do not wish them happy birthday. Do not send them gifts. Do not ask how they're doing. If you think if there's something majorly wrong with them, honestly, find out through somebody else, but don't do it yourself, because I had a client who tried to help someone and the guy really went nuts on her. He thought that she was stalking him, and then his new girlfriend went after her too. It was just a crazy situation. So just be careful. Be careful with people, because they're very sensitive. So letting go is important, and allowing that person to feel that distance from you, because that distance will allow them to miss you. It will let them realign. Remember, you have the Eight of Cups, right? So this person is moving on. So let them have their space, let them have their time, give them silence. Give them the silent treatment for now. But don't do it on purpose where you are giving them the silent treatment. Just know that you need to give them their space, and you need your own space for some time to recuperate, rejuvenate, be a better version of yourself, starting a hobby, doing something better, and spending your time, your energy and effort, placing it somewhere else instead of on this person 24/7 that you may just be thinking about and, obsessing over for the longest period of time. It happens. Here, within the next few months, there are things that are going to be different. Within the next few months, they are saying you will be ready. You will be ready as well, which is wonderful. That means you're going to be working on yourself. Perfect. You'll be ready spiritually, emotionally, and physically to handle whatever the universe throws at you. You'll be able to take it. You have two cards here. Helpful people and ask for help from others. Wow. In this deck, there's only two cards that talk about people. You have both of them, one right after the other. So this is 100% validation that, yes, ask some people for help. The ones that you feel that are helpful. There are people that care about you. You don't know that they do. Just make sure it's somebody that you trust. Somebody that will not spread rumors, or somebody that will not get jealous, for example. When you ask for help, you will be receiving answers, most likely from the people that you've asked. So this is like, in relation to yourself, this connection, problems that you have faced, certain things that you really can't talk about with other people. You need somebody to talk to here. And that is what this card talks about, helpful people. It could literally just be one person. You don't have to physically talk to them. Face to face, I mean. You don't have to be physically in the same presence as them. This could be like a blog site, or this could be somebody who has written a comment and you're writing and responding to their comment, and they start to guide you a little bit. I know Reddit posts are really good. People do exchange information, different type of threads. And of course, if you can speak to somebody directly, that's always great. But helpful people can be any type of person, anywhere. So it doesn't have to be somebody that you're physically talking to face. Just make sure that the person that you're getting the advice from is legit, right? Like they do know what to give you in terms of advice. We also have here choose a new direction. So with letting go and with asking help from others, I do see that this is a very different approach that you're going to be taking. This is by default. This card ended up coming up because it's a different approach that you're going to have. You're not doing this often. But here, choosing a new direction means that your destination will be the same. However, the route and the road to get there is different. Now, with this feeling, it is important to know that so much has happened, that the both of you, even you specifically, have gotten used to a certain way of doing things. However, the method that you've been using might not be the best method of receiving what it is that you want, or even getting it, or even manifesting it. So here you may need to use a different method of approach to get a different result. Aries, that is your reading. Those last cards were pretty intense. There's a lot going on here. You have to let go. Just wait. A few months, things are going to change. You're going to get... And during that time, while you let go, talk to people. That's what it is. And do certain things in terms of an approach and a method that you never thought of before. This information you might even get from the people that you're going to talk to. They may say, oh, you've been approaching it this way. How about you try this way? However, keep in mind, you have to talk to those people that you trust, that you know are not going to be jealous. Because those are the type of people, the jealous and the ones that you cannot trust, they really screw things over for you. They'll ruin a completely perfect connection. Rumors, all that kind of stuff. Maybe even steal your boyfriend or girlfriend. Like, things happen, right? So you do have to be careful who you trust. All right, Aries, that is your reading. I hope I was able to provide you with some clarity and some guidance in your situation. Do let me know in the comments below if any of this has resonated. And I wanted to just let you know I'm still taking on private readings. These are my written report readings. You can find some of the orders that I have still available, some of the packages, on my website, which is www.asnointia.com. And also, for those of you who are new, I just wanted to announce, many people don't know, but I do have another channel on YouTube, which is Asnointia Audio. And that I have some videos related to situations regarding relationships, as well as spiritual connections and the spiritual side of relationships. So hopefully some of you may find that helpful. Do like, share, and subscribe that channel. I'm trying to promote that one too. It is, for me, it's very helpful that I do it because there's no use of me having all this knowledge and having all these, I guess you could say, samples. It's like a research paper. But noticing all these trends, all these patterns from everybody, the majority of the time it's all the same. So it only makes sense for me, where I started another channel, to talk about all these issues that many of you face, where you're not alone. A lot of people are facing the same things. So I decided to create that channel, and I have those type of videos there. Hopefully I'll be uploading more videos in the near future. It's just a matter of getting certain things on track in my personal life and getting the time to do it. So hopefully within a month I'm going to have another one, which is going to be all about negative energies, to teach you how to stay away from them, keep them at bay, and you can create that positive energy around you, which will allow you to manifest good things into your life as well. All right, Aries, you take care, stay safe, and I will see you again. Bye now.